What's going on, guys? We are back tonight with another deck for you, and I want to take a look at the new card that dropped, and I'm talking about the Big Ring. It's a cool little card here. When played, your Space Oddity cards and Forces of the Universe cards with 8 or more base energy, wherever they are, gain 22 permanent. So they are going to get big in the late game, and this is kind of the week for it, right? We're getting like 24 energy each round, so big high energy week, and this is a good way to burn it up, try to get some big 8 drops down, and see if we can get them real fat to the late game. Now, this deck isn't built specifically around forces and space oddities as much as it probably could be, but I have been coming up against some pretty good decks, and kind of it's just been tough. So with all the energy this week, I had to kind of gear the deck more towards a chance to win. So Planet X, only having 9 space cards specifically, Terminator, Black Hole, all the usual, Eris, So those aren't space oddity and forces, but we got to do what we got to do to try to get some wins. So Blood Moon, one of those cards, though. When drawn, if you're leading by 150 or more, this card gets a -6 discount. You got Dark Energy as a Forces card. When drawn, a random card in your deck with base energy 9 or more costs -7 for 3 turns. Also, Carrington Event. When drawn, your Forces of the Universe cards, wherever they are, gain 27 for 2 turns. And your other cards, wherever they are, lose 5 for 2 turns. So that's not the greatest, but it does fit the bill for the Big Ring. This is an Earthrise deck. Originally, as the deck's name says, we had Carl Sagan and Grey Goo in the deck, both of which I had to cut. They just weren't doing the job as well as I hoped this week. Energy, like I said, is a little too high, so they were a little bit too slow. But Earthrise seems to do a little bit better. If your deck contains exactly 7 science cards, your space cards get that +18 until played, which is fantastic. Like I said, we're rocking Planet X. If your deck has 9 or fewer, it gets 14 perm. And then if your deck contains exactly 4, which it doesn't, so we don't care. Eris is going to give us that +10 permanent, so -10 when drawn, and then +20 perm on return for our space cards. What else we got? Rocking one-ofs here. We've got one of Paleo for Crater. And it says, when played, your Paleo cards, wherever they are, lose 7 until played, but our space cards gain 7 until played. So since there's only one Paleo, that works pretty good. And we got a one-off Nzinga as well. If this is the only history card in your deck, 8 of your random non-history cards, wherever they are, 18 until played. So that's kind of the little spice in the deck there between those two, adding a little flavor. We've got Door to Hell as well, coming in for the nice buff, try to win some rounds. Jet Car, same thing, +80 on the turn for cards adjacent. Did I skip Terminator? I think I might have. Terminator, just a big beater. Gains 40 perm if played on last turn of a round, -2 perm. Supermassive Black Hole, same deal here, just a big beater. For every non-space card in your deck, give your space cards +3 until played. Next, I wanted to do Dark Web here because this deck wants to go late. So we're going to get that permanent power in the deck, potential for 15 on our cards with 60 or more base. Internal Combustion in here just because it fits the Dark Web bill. When drawn, your cards in hand, -1 this round. And if you're losing the round, you get 15 this turn for your cards in hand. Grim Reaper, just a nice debuff card here. Keep our opponents down. Rounds 1 and 2, -32. Rounds 3 and 4, -16. After round 4, your cards in hand lose 16 perm. Antimatter, when played, this card loses 150, and the card opposite loses 150. Just a nice, good card for Dark Web again. And finally, Mount Everest here. When drawn, if it's before round 3, turn 2, this card costs +1 energy. And if it's after, this card costs -1 energy until played. But when played, if it's round 3, turn 2, give this card and cards adjacent +45 perm. So it is a little awkward because we're going to be holding that card. If we draw it awkward timing, we got to hold on to it till round 3, turn 2, and try to play it and time it accordingly. So usually it's nice if you draw it round 1, we can try to get it out there quick, like round 1, turn 1, or round 1, turn 2. That way we draw it back in time to get the buff, so we got to keep an eye on that. That's the deck, though. Let's go take her for a spin. Maybe we get a win tonight. It's always nice. Like I said, it's been a pretty tough week with the 24 energy. I'm seeing a lot of big, heavy decks, so definitely making it a little tougher on us. What else is good? What else? You guys excited for Sherlock Holmes? Kind of curious to see that card in action. Probably going to pick me up a copy. Venus. Looks like we got a bot here. So not the greatest. I like to try to showcase against people when possible, but it doesn't always happen. Let's see here. Let's go bam. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's for 3 turns? Yes. Okay, so we can hold off. All right, looks like another Dark Web deck here. Dark Web and Statue, huh? Interesting. He's rocking Statue, but he's got like 5 or 6 colors in his deck. Interesting. Ooh, Sherman coming down. Put that there, and we probably need to get our dark energy down before we lose the minus 7 on it. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, well, he got us this first round. Dang old bot deck's getting strong. All right, let's see here. What do I want to do? Let's do that, and this. All right, it's got Eye of Ra, Eye of Horus, too. Interesting. That was an interesting little boxing deck. Kind of wonder if I should have slotted in boxing. Maybe instead of the paleo card. Probably could have slotted boxing instead. Might have been better. But I like playing cards you don't see very often. You guys know that. So it is too late now to play Mount Everest. So we have to wait. So it's going to be sitting in our hand for a minute. Oh, man. Guy's putting some power down. What is this deck? A Christmas candle randomly tossed in? What the heck is going on here? Yeah, that probably could have been a boxing right there. That's all right. Drew all the biggest cards I own, didn't I? Let's do it like that. Get that Terminator down. All right, I think we can still win this. I'm not too worried. I think we have a good shot. Do need to be a little more careful, though. Let's see what we can do here. Crazy. So today I was watching more Joe Rogan. I was watching the Riley Gaines episode. It's a newer episode on some controversial topics I don't really want to mention. But I commented, just kind of more of a side note, I commented on her Twitter account, and after I did, it was funny, I got a response from, or somebody liked my post, my comment, and it was Elon Musk's sister, which I didn't even realize he had a sister. I just seen the last name Musk, and I was like, who the heck is this? So I clicked it, and I was like, wait, it's a picture of her with Elon, so I was like, that's interesting. And then she messages me in Twitter, like on a side message, and I was like, what the heck? What's going on right now? Super random. Just thought that was kind of cool. So, who would have thunk it? Me getting messaged by Elon Musk's sister. Crazy world, man. Crazy world. I'm not going to get into what I said or what it was about, just because I don't want to get that controversial with you guys. But if you know Riley Gaines, you'll probably have an idea what it's about. We'll leave it at that. Ooh, door to hell. So I'm going to play this slot 1, so we get it back last turn of the game, and then the burn doesn't affect us anymore, right? And then I want to play Blood Moon, because we want to get that card back as well. So I think this is good. We got a pretty good shot now, I think, to win this game. Oh, and he screwed his Aya Ra up, too, with Aya Horus. What the heck? Yeah, dude. You done lost now, man. Dropping Blood Moon for 340. Get poopy down. I gotta keep in mind, though, we need to win all of these last rounds. Ooh, he didn't even trigger his knight, or did he? If you're trailing by 100 or more. Oh, he did. Yeah, dang. Poop. Did trigger that knight. So now we're only up by 3. But we drew our Terminator, so I'm feeling okay about it. I think we need to play our max, though, to be safe, right? Because I don't want to lose, because he's got a Terminator there, too. So he's going to be dropping some big points. Oh, and we lost. Did we lose? Yeah, I think we just lost. Oh, my goodness. Thought for sure we had this game in the bag. By 17. Are you kidding me? Dang it. All right, we're going to do a rematch. I wonder if we can get a person. Be nice to play against somebody. Let's see here. Go online real fast. Maybe one pops up. Lickety split. But yeah, definitely crazy stuff, man. Trying to think what that episode was the other day I was listening to. Oh, it was Cat Williams. Holy moly. The Cat Williams episode, I never would have thought Cat Williams was... Like, I thought I was going to jump into a comedy episode where Cat Williams and Joe Rogan were just talking comedy the whole time. Boy, was I wrong. Cat Williams is a bigger conspiracy theorist than I am. This guy was, like, in it. Definitely up my alley. I was not complaining, but I was kind of surprised. But it turned into be a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. If you guys know Cat Williams at all and listen to any of his stuff, know what he's about. But he's definitely big into the alien theory stuff. Apparently, by 12 years old, the guy had already read 3,000 books, he said. was just like all he did was read. He was going to the library reading like 60 books a week or something crazy. I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, I read a lot as a kid too, but it was like most of us, like Goosebumps and stuff, you know, like, no, he was reading like religious textbooks and stuff like that, like getting into the weeds with stuff. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I was definitely surprised by it. I never would have pegged him as a religious type. His, I don't know if you guys have seen his necklace that he wears. I thought it was cool that everybody's always asking him what it is, and they were taking guesses. It's actually, he said, it's the watch that's like the wristwatch that's on the Anunnaki, like the statues, the supposed, you know, beings that came down from the heavens and whatnot. So I thought that was kind of cool because a lot of people don't know what that is, and even just for the fact that he knew what they were, I was pretty impressed. Like, oh wow, this guy actually knows what that is. So I thought it was cool. This actually might be better to play antimatter here. This is worth 150 instead of 103. And this is tied, so let's do it like that. Yep, that was probably a good play, especially since Tower triggered it. That might have won it for us. So he's got Cartwheel. We got to keep that in mind. It's definitely a good card. And we drew our Everest late again. Just can't catch a break with that bad boy. Opponent's got a pretty good deck. We're seeing some good cards here. Another Planet X deck. It's got the Hierophant combo. Hopefully that unlocks. Ends this turn? Okay. Alright, I want to play you. Wait. Let me think this through. I think we want you here. No. Let's keep it like that. And then I want to do this. Sometimes you got to think this thing through. My logic is I want to get Door to Hell back round 4, turn 1. So I can play it and get it back very last turn of the game if need be. Again, not burning my cards up, you know, because you're drawing it last turn. It's a little bit more beneficial, I feel like. All right, we are at down 7, so we probably want to try to get our max down here. Just give ourselves a chance. Oh, we lost by 4? Brutal. Brutal. That's all right. I'm still liking it. All right, let's see. What do I want? Thinking like this. Ooh, he's got his jet car. Ooh, Heimdall too. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna make it a tougher round for us. I would like to make it to 5. I think we can win 5 if we can get there. But then again, he's got Heimdall coming down turn around 5 as well. It's definitely going to be challenging. Definitely going to play these two. Oh, can't do that. Dang. So let's do it like this. Ooh, we hit his Doomsday. Oh, so he's rocking Cartwheel and Doomsday. That's definitely not good for us. So that round 5 is going to be brutal. Because those things are going to be massive. So we're probably not winning this game. So if you're playing both those cards, you're really trying pretty hard. So those are definitely the win cons. All right, we're down by a lot here, so let's cancel on that and do it like this. Yeah, I don't think we can win this game knowing he's got Cartwheel and Doom's Book or Dome's Book on the same turn, basically last turn of the game. Yeah. It's a little unfortunate. So I already kind of see the writing on the wall with this one. Don't think we're going to be able to get there. I'm still going to give it my best, but I am a realist. Boxing might have done it for us. Maybe that's the route I should have gone. Toss a little boxing in this deck. You can definitely see it. Do we have enough 70 cards? Maybe we don't have enough 70 plus cards. I have to look. I can't remember. If we can hold the lead, I really need to toss these 2 cards burning here just because they're basically trash at this point. So we're up 382. He's probably not going to try to win here. I think he's really banking on that last turn. So I hold Jet Car. And I think we just kind of play our minimum here. Because even if we don't, I mean, I'd probably lose either way if I don't hold these 2 good cards in my hand. So if I lose here, I think I'm fine with that. Yeah, let's just do it like that. If we lose it, we lose it. Sure did, didn't we? Dang, I wasn't expecting him to go hard on that turn. All right, well, he did. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, though. We didn't get it done tonight, but like I said, I think there's some adjustments could easily be made here. And like I said, deck did okay. Kind of showed off that new card. I did have a game earlier where I dropped, I think it was 2,300 in round 5. So it definitely can put some power down, especially late. But yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. I could see it being halfway decent, though. It's definitely a solid B-tier deck. But all right, guys, let me know when the